Hi, so I'm Dr. Shraddha More and I work as assistant professor in Department of Medicine at SGS Medical College KM Hospital in Mumbai. See, sometimes we often hear ki death is the ultimate truth, but I feel that before death there is a wonderful life to be lived, and to live a life in every moment, the most important thing is health. You have to be healthy to have happiness and to live your life with a happiness. So medical profession is one profession where as a doctor you are giving life to people, you are making them healthy, and there are many other things in which you contribute to prevent the diseases. So it's such a beautiful profession. Why not to be a part of this profession, correct? So maybe that's the reason. And I was very bad in maths. Maybe that's the another reason. See, when you are at KEM, it is such an institute that you are surrounded by great doctors. But if I have to start back my journey when I was doing my MBBS, so Dr. Pai was my mentor, and because of him I got interest in general medicine, what I am practicing today. And in KEM I must take name of Dr. Milind Nadkar, Dr. Sahai sir and Dr. Karnik sir. So they have really influenced me to practice a hardcore bedside medicine. Yeah, so when you consider the work pattern of doctors, many times, we are sleepless and we skip our food, we don't meet our family very often. So it is applicable for student life, for the postgraduate life, and for the practicing consultants as well. There is a fatigue that we do have anxiety. Sometimes most of our colleagues, they do have depression. So these are the issues that are there and that we really need to talk about, I feel. It hurts, it deeply hurts, and it really hurts us very badly, because as doctors we do care for our patients deeply from our hearts. Sometimes we don't eat, we skip our meals, and then we don't sleep for maybe 48 hours at a stretch, and we do our duty. Sometimes even we are sick, and when such things happen around us with any of our colleagues, it really we feel very bad. It really brings our morale very down. Yeah, so I'll divide that. So when we come to medical education, I feel that it's a time of, with Gen Zs and Gen Alphas, it's time of smart way learning. That is what is very important, rather than the conventional methods of teaching. So we really need to invent the smart ways of teaching the new generation of students. But at the same time, I want to tell all the medical students, there is no escape to the hardcore bedside medicine. You have to have that hardcore bedside medicine tricks to be learned from your seniors. And coming to the healthcare, so I feel that we really need to have a good doctor-patient ratio in India. That is something which is very important. Good diagnostics, quicker diagnostics, and good antibiotics which are no more resistant to multiple drugs. So that is what I feel that we will be having soon. Yeah, so when I was a medical student, actually a postgraduate student, and I was on call one day. So it was around in ICU, and it was around 4:30 or 4:45 a.m. in the morning. And I was just taking a quick round of ICU, and I saw the monitor. So there was a patient who was 82-year-old, Ajja, we call it in South India Ajja, and he was admitted with a heart attack. And suddenly his beating had stopped. He had undergone some arrhythmias, we call it in a medical language, ventricular tachyarrhythmias or ventricular fibrillation. So he had arrested basically, and his heart had stopped. So that was the moment when I just ran and I took that defibrillator, which we call it as a shock machine, and I delivered the shock. And immediately within seconds, you can see that from the flat line, where with no rhythm or no activity of the heart started pumping. So that's the beauty, and that gave me goosebumps. That makes you realize what can be the power of a good knowledge of a doctor, a good vigilance if a doctor has, you know. Yeah, so that is one experience which is there. Success stories, yeah. So talking about the medical college success stories, as a part of KEM faculty, we till now we were thinking, being Indians, ki going to abroad and learning at abroad is something which is great. But we have many students coming from US, UK, Germany, Japan, Georgia, Russia coming to KEM to learn medicine to us. So that is something which is a big success story of us, and we have lots of association with different universities all over the globe. And I must thank our Dean, Dr. Sangeeta Rawat ma'am, for this. So this is one success story when it is about the medical school. And when it comes to hospital success stories, so definitely we have a big success story of COVID, which you are going to hear from many speakers. But that is really a good success story where all of us really worked hard and we tried our best to save our patients, and we have succeeded in that. Yes. Empathy. See, if I cannot feel what my patient is suffering from, then I cannot correlate, I have to correlate. That's it. So doctor has to be, you have to have empathy. I have lots. So my day starts very early on Brahma Muhurat, which is around 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I make sure that I do a meditation, which really helps me to keep calm on the entire day when I'm seeing hundreds of patients. Then I do give gratitude to the universe for a wonderful institute in which I am practicing, and I love KEM. It's my home. So, and gratitude for my patients becoming better and going home. So gratitude is very important. Other than that, then I hit a gym every day. Every day I have to go to a gym. So physical fitness is very important, and that really gives you good endorphins for your entire day. Then I like to take a lot of selfies of mine and put lots of stories and pictures on Instagram and make a lot of reel. I am also a part of a film shooting committee of KEM. So there are many things which I keep doing. Horse riding, boat sailing, many are there. Yeah. Yes, for future doctors, the Gen Zs and Gen Alphas. So you are very intelligent. There is an evolution. Cerebrum is your cerebrum, and your brain is really evolving, and you people are grasping things very quickly. You have technology with you, but what you want I want all of you to have is emotions. That connect with your patient has to be there. Just keeping a hand on patient's shoulder and saying that you're going to be okay, I'm with you, makes a lot of difference. Yeah, so that's why. And never forget the bedside medicine. The best part of being a doctor is bedside medicine. Hardcore bedside medicine. Get connected with your with your patients, with your colleagues. Respect your patient. That is what is very important. Yes.